And any economic assessments, wherever they come from, that say that your vision there will be damaging to the UK, you say what to those?
Well, I'd need to see them, but the ones I've seen so far, they're all clearly wrong. We had a lot of money spent by the Treasury and the Bank of England, quite unnecessarily, before the vote, coming up with a series of short-term forecasts for the consequences for the year after the vote. They were comprehensively wrong, far too gloomy. They said jobs down, jobs went up. They said unemployment up, unemployment fell. They said house prices down, house prices did not fall. They said building collapse, it did not. We had more house building. And so, we don't want to waste money on those kind of forecasts. They put people in a bad mood and they're comprehensively proven wrong.
Well, a bad mood isn't going to be here or there, is it, when it comes to our deal?
Well, it's always nice that people are enthusiastic about something. It's a strong democratic wish of the British people to leave the European Union. More than half the public thought it was a good idea, and I think they were right, and we want to be optimistic about it and take advantage of things. I never get invited onto radio or television to talk about all the opportunities that Brexit produces. It's this constant Remain agenda. This could go wrong, and that could go wrong, and the economy...
Well, to be fair, every time you're invited...
We can have our own fishing industry, which will be much more productive, and we'll be a net exporter of fish instead of having to import fish back from foreign vessels. We can have a common agricultural policy revision that makes sense for British farmers and grow more of our own food. We can have free trade agreements with other parts of the world that the EU doesn't manage to negotiate free trade agreements with. We'll be able to spend all that money on our own priorities, which is probably the biggest thing that we voted for when we voted to leave, which is why we don't want the government giving it all away.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.